It's Sabbath now, I'm pretty sure. I always go by gut instinct on something like that. I came to this exact spot during the filming of the last production, which is in the can. It's marked private because it delves into family matters and involves people, some people who are still alive, of family, to protect them. It's my film, and I didn't want me to use their likeness or reproduction of their image without their express written permission. And I found that the kinder I am to my family, the more they kick back. This has been since 1971. Late spring. Graduation. June 2nd, June 3rd to be exact. I guess that's not exact. I've lovingly gone back and extracted memories in which an innocent person got blamed. Today, if it's still today, you know that I pulled over the side of the road, Independence, Iowa, and when I called my insurance agent and asked for him by last name, he automatically reverted to his first name. I can't talk about and express clearly. I asked someone once. They said it began with JFK. Everyone got to be on a first name basis after him. That he relaxed the morals and standards of our country. I didn't realize that because in our community it took a while for the shockwaves, I guess, to get there because everybody was always Mr. and Mrs. And American culture's cast that down now. I don't know if Mr. C, I guess that's outdated and outmoded, because I'm really Craig. But the people who have called me Mr. Christensen have gained my admiration. Mr. Daryl. And he and I had a parting of the ways over Jenny. Mr. Ashtay. He's from Cajun country. When he made what I perceived to be threatening remarks, he let it be made known that he didn't appreciate me coming to the Valley Junction Farmers Market, to the display they set up once a year. when people frown and move away from you, and you're animated and glad to see them, and you think you've established, a connection. And it happens time and time again. It hurts. Somebody my age, we're already supposed to be set in our age, set in our ways, and I can explain how truly youthful I feel in my soul, because I just moved the camera as I'm sharing my thoughts. You see, they did that on the Twilight Zone. Somebody would be moving along, their mouth wouldn't be working, but you could hear their thoughts, and then later it became telepathy. It became kind of in. And I'm primitive enough that I still enjoy moving my mouth and making sounds out into the air, because the Apostle Paul talked about making sounds out into the air. See, I'm the man without a country. At the beginning of this series, I speculated that I must be in Sweden, hedonistic. No. I'm in the United States of America. I have compared it to the beginnings of Soviet Union Russia, which had its beginnings in, I believe, about 1912. And Mr. Reagan, rather, ended that, or did it become a rouge? And I have alluded to Nazi Germany. I must be in Nazi Germany, because every time I turn around, somebody wants to see my identification papers, please. That's fascism. We knew that back in the States during the 1940s and 30s, and we were outraged. But there's no outrage now, except maybe in one, but there's a lot of fear. So when I called my insurance agent, and I forget his name, and it must be because I've worked hard to retain it, because such an honest person, names and facts come together. I've had to learn the subterfuge of using initials to protect. I've heard the old joke, the names have been changed to protect the guilty. I wonder if it's true. But my insurance guys never hurt me. And I explained to him the rouge that I felt had occurred in Dubuque. That, what I could remember last, they don't do this anymore, was people locking bumpers. And these bumpers were made of metal. And I've seen people get on top, work it free. No cops were involved. If you look at my video, it's like something from her locked onto mine. And I read the cop report, and it said no damage. And I was threatened and told not to lie. Why was the presumption of guilt there? Why? Because I'm down here at the river and thinking very hard about putting away someone that I loved very dearly, a living doll, because maybe I'm too close to the front lines. Maybe I'm too close to the forest and I can't see the trees. And if you'll just wake up, these axioms might come back to you, the common sense we all once had. I see a lot of fear tonight in the eyes of people. So I stopped at Quick Start, I'm pretty sure, on the way back, and made a mental note and fought the wind all the way back, and fought to control the rage that came in Dr. David manner, that metamorphosized itself into a green hulk of a creature mistaken for a monster, because he couldn't bring himself to hurt a living human being, but he would throw them around and knock the wind out of their sails when they were bad. Tonight, America has removed the bad guy from its film and the good guy, and now everything's bad. Or maybe bad and good mixed up together. There are no good guys. There are no bad guys. It's all reality TV, isn't it? Even in the Hollywood version. Blue Bloods is the closest thing that I can think of to a Catholic, and I'm no papist, Waltons. Which doesn't speak terribly highly of the Protestants. Come on, Craigie. He's sad. Let's go blow off the stink. Now I spray to get rid of it. And a fellow who has talent has moved to take a camera and finds under stress everything is so non-user friendly, because a camera is aimed on everyone every day to instill intimidation. Today in the land of the formerly the home of the free, the land of the brave, the land of the free and the home of the brave, there's a heavy presumption of guilt on everyone. I myself have been fearful of, and I quit coming here for a while, because I was trying to capture a little girl, and I did. And I knew they wouldn't understand that I meant a little girl that I thought I knew. I didn't mean to startle you. And what I meant by that, and we never used to think about something called pedophiles, ever. It wasn't even a part of our conversation. And now they have profiles. And I suppose any white man who's single, who likes to be alone, who goes to where kids are, might be suspect. But it's the boy who turned white as a sheet and raced away and wouldn't let me explain. And I captured her. I captured her on, I couldn't do it on film, on what they call a pasteboard, I think, in artist terms.